Hi everybody, Even Steven here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. So yeah, gonna make some die cuts today with my new little die cutter that I got from Amazon. Should be fun. It came with some dies, and I also bought a couple of die, well, one die set from the Dollar Tree that I'd like to try out as well. And I also have an update for one of my viewers who had a question about the same stamp set that they bought as me from a previous Temu haul, so I have an update for that as well. So without any further ado, let's get to it. So as you can see, I got everything laid out here. Got my little die cutter machine. I gotta admit this thing's pretty cute, and I kind of like the color, the kind of aqua blue color. But it came in this box. It says, surprise for paper crafts, made to surprise for paper crafts mini die cutting machine starter kit. And then it comes with the instructions in the box. It came with two of these cover plates, one of these base plates, and it also came with 10 pieces of this 2.5 inch by 5 inch light blue cardstock. And it came with quite a big selection of dies, actually. As you can see, I've got them all kind of laid out. I'm not going to tip them too much, otherwise they'll all fall off. So I'm going to do a selection of these, as well as the ones that I got from the Dollar Tree. I want to try those out. I have used this machine already, and in my non-existent experience, it seemed to work pretty good. The thing about the dies, especially the hearts, is that they're really fussy. As you can see, the butterflies and the hearts are very intricate. It took me forever to poke all of these out, but I'm willing to do that off camera for you. I will just use the editing movie magic tricks. But the butterflies are really pretty. They came out really cool. There's that one. So yes, let's get to it. I'm gonna do two of the hearts. It also came with this neat intricate border, which I thought was pretty cool. And then this kind of flowery, ornate border as well. This one was a pain to get out. Trying to carefully lift these out without ripping them was kind of hard. So let's get to it. All right. So we've got the base plate first. First, I will do the hearts. I'll lay them out there. The piece of paper over it. Make a sandwich. And crank it on through. I gotta admit, this part is pretty fun. I feel like I'm making pasta by hand or something. Not that I've ever actually done that, but it's what I imagine it would be similar to doing. Okay. As you can see, cut it out of the cardstock just fine. Makes nice little templates too. And I've got a lot of fussy work ahead of me, so I will be right back. Stay tuned. Okay, that was tedious, but those dies did create some beautiful hearts. Look at how ornate these are. Boy, these were a pain to get out of there, but they turned out really gorgeous. My craft picker and my X-Acto knife came in clutch to get these out, and the interior of this one created this cute little extra heart too. So yeah, very tedious. Not sure exactly how often I'll be using those, but those sure are pretty. So next, I would like to do these butterflies. As you can see, these are going to have a lot of fussy things to pop out as well. But that's okay, I don't mind doing it off camera for you. So let's set these up. Put them on the base plate. I had a little bit of trouble poking out those hearts in some places, so I think I might try putting this thing through twice this time. See if that makes it any easier. Put on the base plate, add the blue cardstock that it came with this time. Put on the top. Got the sandwich. Speaking of sandwich, that actually sounds kind of good right now. I'm hungry. Maybe I'll have a sandwich for dinner. I love how the plates match the die cutting machine. It's color coordinated. Like I imagine hand rolling some pasta would be. Okay. It's one time through. All right. Let's see what we got here. And got a handy little pair of butterfly templates. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that extra little side benefit. Here are the butterflies. Now, the fun task of poking all these things out. So I will meet you back here momentarily. Okay, well, that was a task for this one. Boy, that one was tough. In fact, as you can tell, because it's a difference in color than the blue, I had to redo it because I tried putting it through twice, that still didn't help, and so I just had to scrap the first one and then use some white cardstock. And then I created an extra layer. It said in the instructions, if it was a particularly ornate pattern, to add like a layer of cardstock underneath, and so that's what I did. I put an extra layer of cardstock there like that, added the die, and then added the paper, then added the top plate, and then put it through. And even then I had to go around it with the X-Acto knife to make sure that I could get it out okay. So that was a pain. But it is a really beautiful butterfly, as you can tell. I'm just not sure how often I'll be using it. Just this blue one here was no problem. But yeah, aren't those pretty? So yeah, that's those. Let's see, what is next? Butterflies, let's do some flowers. I'm not going, this one is cool. I really like this corner piece here, but as you can see, it is so intricate with all those little whorls and loops and whatnot. Oh boy, that one would take forever. But maybe a couple of these a little more simple, hopefully. So I'll try these flowers here. You can see that, and give those a try. I'll do it on some pink cardstock this time. So get the base plate. And I'm gonna try it again with this extra layer here. Well, no, I'll try it without first, because these aren't as ornate. Maybe it was just with that one. These don't look quite as fussy. So poke it out like that and like that. Okay. Paper down and the top plate. Got the sandwich. And it's pasta time. Okie dokie, let's see what we got. And they're cutting through the cardstock okay. Got some templates again there. So now, use the craft picker and around and poke a bunch of holes. There's one. Two. I'm gonna do these over my waste bin. Way I'm not getting little circles of cardstock all over my cutting mat. 3. There. Those were no sweat at all. And I like them, they're pretty. Especially this one. It's kind of like a sunflower. So there they are. Some cute pink little flowers there. This little sunflower. Well, my die cut machine works. Okay, what to do next? I'm gonna try this one out next, this corner piece here. Getting these side pieces out is gonna be such a pain, I can already tell, but I'm gonna give it a try. To make it even more difficult, I'm going to use some thin Temu paper to try it out, because I'd like to be able to make die cuts with thin paper too, not just cardstock. So for that, I'm going to add the extra layer of cardstock underneath. So we'll try this pink reddish here. Okay, into the machine you go. I don't have super high hopes that this one's going to turn out okay, but we'll see. Well, it seems to have, except for this little bit here, cut through the thin paper all the way. Excuse me just a moment while I take my X-Acto knife and dig this little bit out. Mostly because it's bothering me. There. But as you can see, it cut it all the way through. Left an interesting design there. Okay, now the fun part. painstakingly poke these out. Oh, that shot right out. Okay. Being stubborn. Come on. There we go. Got it started. I'm just carefully digging it out of the die. This thin paper. Definitely not something I want to do if I feel like being in a hurry. Voila, I got it out in one piece. Kind of flatten it down a little bit here. You can see it against the pink of my hand. That's actually really pretty. I like that. I'm probably going to have to use that, and gluing it'll be a bit of a pain. But I really like that. That's pretty. I like that die. That's a cool die. Put it with my other collection of dies. Okay, well, I've got a few other odds and ends, few more flower ones, some really tiny ones over here that you saw earlier, so I'm not going to do any more of those, but I would like to test out just the set of borders that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. See if Dollar Tree dies are any good, and I have not tried these out yet, so this will be an experiment, of course. Okay. But this is what they look like. There's some fun little simple-ish borders. We'll give it a try. Use the blue cardstock. Make the sandwich. And make the pasta. And let's see what we got. Whoa. What we got is already making a mess. So these ones on the edge, this is interesting. What is the purpose of these edge ones? Yeah, all this did was cut a wavy line, which kind of makes sense because that's the shape of the die. Interesting. Do you have an idea of what I can use these for? I feel like kind of a idiot at the moment because I should have realized looking at these in the Dollar Tree that, hey, these aren't going to be like things that you can pop out of the cardstock when you're done. It just makes a design and a pattern in the paper. Wondering what I can use that for, since this thing is only 2.5 inches wide. If you have any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments section as to what I can do with that. Because that's what I get from those. I mean, I guess I could cut them out. Use my paper trimmer, except these ones. I'm not sure. Not sure what I can do. I mean, it cut through just fine. Interesting. Make kind of a pocket thing. I mean, you could make a bookmark, I guess. I suppose if you put it on the end, well, let's try that. Whoop. From the glue that was holding it to the Dollar Tree packaging, it was stuck to the base plate. Well, let's see. Let's try something here. Trying to line it up, but it's hard because I can't see. underneath. Feed it through and see what happens. Made a noise. Well, I wanted to kind of make a border, but not exactly straight across, as you can see. I'm guessing it's to make a border on something. I can use it to make a border. This one here, I can have a border like that, or flip it around and use the border like that. And then trim it off there if I want to use this border, or trim it off and use that as the border. And then this one, just trim this part off like that and have that as a border, which actually is pretty cool. And then I'd have a separate border embellishment. I just use a paper trimmer straight down across like that and stick it on as another layer, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Again, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment. I feel a little silly about that, but they work. These Dollar Tree ones work fine. I just don't know what they're supposed to be for, and that makes me feel a little silly. But that's okay. Okay. So the next thing, now that the die portion of this video is done, the die cutter, so I bought this stamp set. The die cutting machine. As I've said before in a previous video, I got the last one of these on Amazon, but I will leave a link to the description to it anyways. It doesn't show the price on it right now, it just says that it's sold out, but I'll leave a link to it in the description for anybody that wants to check it out. The name of the company, what they are called, is Vita or Vita Bita or Vita. It's spelled V-I-T-A-B-I-T-A. And it's just called the craft machine. Made to surprise for paper crafts mini die cutting machine starter kit. That's all it's called. It doesn't even have the name of the company on the box. It just has some instructions and a couple of examples of a couple of cards and ways you can use the embellishments. I mean, it doesn't even have actually, I don't think it even has the company name on the instructions. Nope. No company name, just really basic instructions and cautions there. But anyways, I'll leave a link to it in the description nonetheless, so you can check it out if you want to. But I, so far, am happy with it. So next thing, I bought, and I did this in a haul on a previous haul video, this set of 12 watercolor paint pads stamps set. I paid $2.98 for it on Temu. And somebody commented on one of my videos saying that they had bought the same thing and that the ink was not drying and it had been quite a while. And they asked me about it, and I said, okay, I'll check it out for myself, and I did that. So I just did some basic black ink in a set of Dollar Tree butterfly stamps and various other stamps, and using my stamp block and black ink. Figured I'd just try and use black ink. And I put the date and the time. I'm filming this on the 2nd, and so it's been about 24 hours. And watch this. It still hasn't dried. Yeah, I got ink on me. So that's the thing about these. If you order these, they're out of stock of these currently as well. But if they get back in stock and you order these, it's just something to be aware of. If you're at all interested, they're still sold out. I just checked, but I'll also leave a link to this in the description as well, just so you can check it out. But they are sold out of both the 12 and the 24 pack right now. But it's been a day and it still hasn't dried. So yeah, not too sure about that. I might see if I can return these, because who wants some stamps that don't ever dry, you know, especially watercolors. But anyways, that is it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Much, much, much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like what you see, please give a like and a subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see everybody in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Bye.